Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of We Are Not Entertained. I'm your host, Tommy Haley, joined by a special guest. God, I don't know how long it's been. Mr. Brock Gordon.
Tommy.
It's Mr. Gordon.
I've returned for this week and this week only.
The one night, we call it like a one night stand kind of deal?
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm a little bit more hardcore than ECW ever was. Because unlike all the ECW marks, I've actually had sex with a woman.
Okay. Alright.
So
How you
go
been,
ahead.
bud?
Oh, I'm fine. Go ahead and talk about your little virgin shit that you have here. I'm just here to make sure this actually has some appeal to the people at home.
Well, I mean, we'll get into the reason why you're here, but let's start with some of the stuff. I did watch NXT Vengeance Day last week. I was going to record after that, but it was a Sunday that I watched it, and I was very much hungover from riding in a parade and having a lot of fun. And, yeah, so there were only two matches that were prominent of note, and it was Dominik Dijakovic, or they call him something stupid now, I don't know what they call him anymore, but him and Wesley, that was a great match. It reminded me of, the old, when NXT first started doing takeovers, like the Black and Gold brand, like the original OG Black and Gold brand, just back and forth, great wrestling. That's what it was. And then Carmelo Hayes and Apollo Crews. Brock, did you know this match was a 2 out of 3 falls match?
Wow, I couldn't care less.
But Carmelo Hayes is him, bro. He's him. He is him. He is the guy. He will be the guy.
But is he base god like the Blue Light Special?
Oh, he is very base.
100% proof whiskey lullaby, Alan Thomas.
This man is very base. This man is very, very base. He is him, as Carmelo likes to say. He is him. And yeah, some other things. I guess the women's tag team titles changed hands. I believe the men's tag team titles changed hands. It was the New Day, which I completely forgot they were on NXT. Don't ask me why they were on NXT. I can't give you an answer to that. Roxanne Perez defended her title against the former tag team of Toxic Attraction because they literally just did Marty and Sean. That's literally what they did, like, the Tuesday post Vengeance Day. Like, I'm not even joking. Like we're talking arm raised up, Shawn Michaels arm raising up, then kicks Marty and then throws him through the window. That's basically what happened with Gigi and JC? That's her name, right? I think that's her name.
You're the one that does a wrestling podcast, and you don't even
Well,
know the
I
wrestlers'
don't watch
names?
NXT a lot. I'm kind of busy with the actual job, but, whatever. I try to do this the best I can, and so, yeah, that's what Vengeance Day has happened, all that. I'll probably give a more in-depth stuff later, but, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Oh, speaking of which, Brock, you see that MJF promo I sent you? About a car crash?
Yes.
And a girl named Liv. I swear, MJF just, I don't understand. This man is just interesting.
Is that the verbiage you're going to use for him?
He's also very based. But, yeah, MJF, I guess, basically said, yeah, I kind of murdered... I don't remember what... he's, basically yeah, I kind of murdered someone. Kind of.
It was more, I just framed a woman.
It's
for
like,
not
yeah,
being
I
able to
kind of
drive.
set up a woman for vehicular manslaughter, which
Based Sigma Chad.
based, yeah, exactly right. But let's just get into the meat of this podcast. Mark, can you explain why you were here? You are making a very rare appearance.
Oh, well, you see, Tommy, there's this little thing that we used to do a lot on this channel called Heartland Championship Wrestling. If you will remember. Now, do you, sir?
Yes, I do remember.
My presence here is twofold. Number one, there has been some interesting developments from a certain way that we do HCW coming out here, but also to promote the unaired episode of HCW television going up
Indeed.
on the channel.
There's no other reason why you were on.
Oh, I said the other reason here. The way that we do it, because 2K23, yes, that's right, WWE 2K23's roster dropped. 183 confirmed wrestlers in this game.
Is it the most wrestlers ever?
Very well could be. I remember 2K19's was massive as well. No DLC has been announced yet, because of course not. That will come this coming days. Let's just go over the heavy hitters that are in this game. Tommy, go ahead. Give me a wrestler that you would want to see in this game, and I'll tell you if they're on.
Let's see. Obviously, the person who's on the cover of this, Mr. Invisible Man himself, John Cena.
Yes, he is on this, and also him as the prototype from OVW is available.
Let's see. I'll go through some names, and you just go ahead and say yes. Undertaker.
Oh, of course, multiple versions.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, you know it.
Triple H.
Yes, of course. Come on now.
Here's another one. Hurricane.
Hurricane is very much in this. The base god Hurricane. Although I prefer if they put in base god Gregory Helms. Where his gimmick is...
X-Pac, also known as the 1-2-3 Kid, and then Six-Pac.
Six and X-Pac are both in the game, yes. No 1-2-3 Kid.
Not the 1-2-3 Kid?
Not the 1-2-3 Kid, unfortunately. I know, it's a shame. I kind of want him in the game.
Interesting.
Bring back an exclusive era showcasing goddamn new generation era. That would have been awesome. That'd be based. We're saying based a lot this episode.
Let's see. Rob Van Dam.
You come on. Is that really a question? He's going to be in the showcase mode where you get to play as him beating John Cena.
Let's see. Obviously, Roman Reigns. The entire bloodline.
Yes, in fact, the entire bloodline, even Solo Sikoa, will be in this game now. But come on, give me some name that's not you wouldn't think would be as obvious. Come on.
Give me a second.
Take a shot in the dark. Random person.
Random person?
Yeah.
Braun Breaker.
Of course, the current NXT champion is in this game.
What about Grayson Waller?
You know it. Also, the Scottish Supernova is back in this game, Tommy. You get to play as Noam Dar. Unfortunately, there is no Alicia Fox.
Unfortunately, you mean fortunately, there's no Alicia Fox.
No, because I want them to have an interaction where Noam Dar can say, Alicia Fox.
Okay, whatever. Take it as you is.
Tommy, do you know what time it is?
It's game time?
It's Veda time, because Veda is also in this game.
Really? Vader's in this game?
Vader is in this game. And you can have a matchup that we never were able to see in before, as you can put Vader against... Brace yourself for this, Tommy. Veer Mahan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Veer is coming and has come to WWE
The amount of pumps,
2K23.
they're going to come so much.
You can also play as Shanky.
Who?
Shanky.
Is that like one of Veer Mahan's lackeys?
Well, you know, if you don't want to play as Shanky, you can play as Reggie.
I can also play as Jinder Mahal, can't I?
You can, indeed. But
Interesting.
you know, if those don't impress you, you can play as the Bella Twins, making their return after not being in last year's game. You know what? That's fine. It's fine. You can play as the most dominant wrestler on SmackDown Live right now, Madcap Moss.
Can I play as Emma?
She has not been announced yet.
Really?
She could
Oh,
very
interesting.
But you know what? You can play. You can have the matchup and the tag team that we've always wanted, and this proves they are not the same person. Elias and Ezekiel are both in the game.
Wait, you mean to tell me... Wait. Really?
Yes,
That's...
because they're not the same
That's
person.
it.
That's his little brother. Come on now.
I know that's his brother, but that's based as... That's based.
You know what else is based? You could play as Eric Bischoff.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, we got someone missing it. Okay.
You can play as Eric Bischoff.
Do you want to have a certain someone join us?
Not currently, because, you know, he doesn't really fit into this. You
But I want...
know who
But I
else
want-
you could play as, Tommy?
I can play as... Can I play as the sensational Sherry?
No, unfortunately. That would be awesome, though. That'd be
What about
awesome.
China?
You can play as China.
I can play as China?
Yes. You also can make a dream matchup, as you can have China take on Rhea Ripley.
Jesus Christ.
That's right, Tommy. Your mommy.
No. No. That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Well, that's fine. Because, you know, if you don't want to play with your mommy Rhea Ripley, you can play with mommy Natalia.
Oh.
No.
Is that-
Oh.
We have a joiner with us. We have
A non-wrestling fan.
We have a non-wrestling fan here, Mr. Benjamin Duncan. Ben, we're respectfully going to have to ask you to mute yourself, sir, while we do this. Or, if you want to, you can join in. It's up to you. Choice is
Speaking of
yours.
joining in, you can play as Bobby Lashley.
I can play it, Bobby.
You could steal
I can
someone's
obviously play-
wife.
Can I play as Brock Lesnar, like OVW Brock Lesnar, where he's
You
doing
can.
flippy shit?
You can play as OVW Brock Lesnar.
What about Batista? Can I play as him?
You can play as Batista and as Leviathan. But you know, Tommy, I'm a very simple guy. You know, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time is JBL, and he's in this game.
So regular JBL? What about APA Acolyte JBL?
No. But Farouk is in the game.
Damn. Wait, wrong character.
You can also play...
Can I play as the entire nation?
No.
What? That's
But
dumb.
you can play as The Rock.
Obviously, I can play as The Rock. I mean, come on.
You know, we got Ben has something in common with this next character that you could play as here. You could play as Doink the Clown.
Ben, your thoughts?
I agree with that, Brock. I'm a clown.
We're all clowns in our own ways.
And here's a character that shares a lot in common with Tommy here. Dexter Loomis.
I have no comment. What makes you say that? Huh?
Do you really want the answer to that? Or do you want to say the character that's most like me?
Let's find out the character that's most like you. Is it Otis because he's fat and you're fat?
No, it's the Big Boss Man.
Oh,
Because you can play as the...
because he's fat.
Because he's fat
And he's also a cop. I mean, he's a corrections officer. Sorry,
he's a cop. He's a cop. Tommy, do you like playing as superheroes?
I mean, what makes you say that?
Well, I mean, because we got the Hurricane here, so you can play as that superhero. You can also play as Axiom.
Can I play as Nikki ASH?
You can play as almost a superhero, Nikki ASH.
Oh, that's based.
And you can also play as Ricochet. And Ricochet's tag team partner, Braun Strowman.
I can play as two bald-headed people. Nice.
Hey, Tommy, what's your opinion on the British?
I wish they didn't exist.
Well, this man might have an issue with it. The British Bulldog is in the game.
Oh, that's based.
Here's a person that Mr. Benjamin Duncan might like. Nikita Lyons is in this game.
Does he even know who that is? Ben, can you come in here real quick? I need to ask you a question. Do you know who this person Nikita Lyons is? Let me hold on.
The name is right there in the chat, Ben. You can Google that name. You can also play as the man who just returned to the WWE, Mr. McMahon. Yeah.
Alright, I punched in the name. We're going to see what happens.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Let's see what... This is Ben's reaction to seeing Nikita Lyons for the first time.
Nikita Lyons, but okay.
Nikita Lyons. Sorry, I always say Lyons because that just sounds right.
Ben, your thoughts?
Okay. I just want to know, I'm seeing another picture here, but I want to know what the thoughts of the other girl in this picture are right now.
Okay.
Wait, what other picture? Oh, of course.
Of course, that's the first picture that pops up.
Of course, this is like the first picture.
So, Ben, what are your thoughts on that picture there?
Yeah, Ben, what are your thoughts? I swear to God, if you say something so out of pocket, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
You know, his reaction to it might be the same as this man, Dolph Ziggler. It should have been me.
Quoting from Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, it should have been me!
So you literally just... Okay, alright, yeah, he just quoted Dolph Ziggler. Alright.
Here's a man that quotes Dolph Ziggler on the daily. Do you know where I'm going with it, Tommy?
Who's that, sir?
Well, of course, I'm talking about Rikishi, because he quotes Dolph Ziggler on the daily. You know that.
Can I play as the Shucky Ducky Quack Quack Man himself?
You can indeed play
as
the
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
five-time WCW heavyweight champion.
Hulk Hogan!
You can play as Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan.
Coming for you! Hulk Hogan, we coming for you!
Oh boy, don't finish that line.
I ain't finishing that line.
But if you want to get extreme, Tommy, you could play as Cactus Jack.
Travis Scott?
No.
Leave.
Get the hell out of here. Get out.
The fuck out of here.
Get out. Thank you. I could not. I cannot believe he just said. I cannot believe he just said that. Although for real though, let's be honest here. If you showed if you said that to a non-wrestling fan, that's their immediate reaction. Be like, Travis Scott?
Well, then I might give them this man's finisher in response. An old Stone Cold Stunner. What?
What?
What? Oh,
What?
yes, son. I'm gonna come up to you. I'm gonna kick you in the balls, and I'm gonna hit you with a stunner. Bang! So we've pretty much gone through the majority of the roster. Any others that you might be wondering are in this game, Tommy?
Can't believe I'm gonna say this. Logan Paul is in this game, isn't he?
He is indeed. You have.
Hey, I forgot to mention, since you're going to pre-order it, you get to play Bad Bunny as well. I forgot.
What the fuck? Try to speak into the microphone.
I forgot to mention that since you're pre-ordering this game, you can play Bad Bunny.
I can. I can play as Bad Bunny, who comes out to the song Booker T.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He named his song Booker T. I forgot about that.
Well, this man wanted Booker T's wife, Kurt Angle's, able to be played. You like that? And you can't talk about Kurt Angle without one of his greatest rivals in the beginning. Edge is in this game.
You can also play as Mr. AJ Styles.
Well, of course. You know who you can't play as?
Who can I not play as?
Ric Flair.
Really? Interesting.
No Ric Flair.
You think they'll add him as, like, DLC or something like that?
Oh, more than likely. You know who you can play as, though?
Who?
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
So, I can play as Piper, but I can't play as Flair. What? That makes no sense.
You could play as Stacy Keibler as well. Or Titus O'Neil. Most importantly, you can play, making her return after not being in the game last year, as Lita.
Wait, she wasn't in the game last year?
She wasn't.
Huh, interesting.
That made a lot of people mad.
That's weird.
But now you can have a... Well, I mean, they got rid of Mickie James. Tear rolls down my eye.
Well, I mean, obviously.
No, not obviously. She was in last year's game. But you can also play as the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Can I play as IRS?
No, you cannot. Nor can you play as his son.
Ugh.
As he has not been announced for the game either. No Bray Wyatt, so he's probably DLC.
Yeah, most of the people that have probably come back, like, let's see, Johnny Gargano.
Also not
He's
announced.
all Candice LeRae.
Also not announced.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, also not announced.
Let's see, Mia Yim. Although she doesn't go by Mia Yim, it's like Michin or something like that.
She has not been announced either. But you know who has been announced? The Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
And you can relive his greatest rivalry ever against the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, speaking of Warrior, is Rick...
You're damn right, Rick Boogs is available. And you can play as Rick Boogs' former tag team partner, Shinsuke Nakamura.
I haven't seen him on TV in a while. Where do you think that guy's been?
I don't know. Speaking of other people you haven't seen on TV in a while, Shelton Benjamin is available to be played as.
Nice. Well, Cedric Alexander and MVP.
Yes. Yes to all three. And you can't have MVP without Omos.
I mean, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Can I play as Paul Heyman?
You can't. He's not a playable character, but he's a manager.
Oh, that would have been awesome to be a playable character.
Hey, this isn't the Brock Lesnar career mode, okay?
I'm just saying that would have been pretty cool if Paul Heyman would have been a playable character.
No, we don't have him. You know who we do have, though?
Who?
We got the Creed brothers.
Nice.
Big meaty men slapping meats.
I guess we can also play as Alpha Academy.
And also Big E, who I was making that reference for.
6-star matches, 60-minute classes. Nah, not me.
And you can't talk about big meaty men slapping meats without talking about the biggest, meatiest man that has ever stepped foot in the WWE.
Goldberg!
What? No, Andre the Giant.
That's who he was talking. But that's who he was talking about when the big meaty men.
He could also play as Goldberg. And he might be asking, who's next? Well, I can tell you right now who he should be facing next, and that's JD McDonough.
Really? JD McDonough is a playable character?
Oh, he was a playable character last year.
So, well, most of these characters will be ready to play fresh out the box.
Oh, yes. All the ones announced are ready to play fresh out the box.
Also, I did see something with Roman Reigns. Like, he's like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's like the only character that has a 99 overall rating.
You are correct, sir. And that's because no one, and I mean no one, can beat the Tribal Chief. Acknowledge him.
I mean, a certain
Mark.
A certain Canadian from Montreal, Canada, might beat him this Saturday.
You know, he won't. But you know who will?
But I know he won't.
The great American hero, Commander Aziz, who's also in this game.
Also, some guy named Cody Rhodes is in this game, too.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. He was some jobber back in the mid-2000s.
Yes, I don't know. He had some weird things. Also, this guy called Randall Keith Orton's in this game, too.
Yeah, he is.
Speaking of Randy Orton, will we be able to play, like, as the Legend Killer?
No, but you could play as him when he debuted in 2002, meaning we get Randy Orton blue and gold shorts.
God, I cannot believe he's... God, oh, man, that makes me feel old. That he's been wrestling for that long.
You know who isn't been wrestling for that long, but you can play as?
Who?
Austin Theory.
Ugh. Speaking of, hold on, I know Rey Mysterio's in this game. But did you see the video of those fucking idiots that were just camping in an airport?
Doing what?
Trying to get shit signed by him.
No.
Like, and he didn't even have his mask on or anything.
Oh no.
Well, and they were camping, like, they were in the terminal. They were in the terminal trying to get, like, these Funko Pops signed by him. And he's like, I'm not signing. You guys are fucking assholes for camping.
Well, you know why he may not have had this mask? It's because this man probably took it, Dominic Mysterio.
Oh my god, who cares?
What, you hate him too?
I mean, he's doing his job well.
But do you hate this man, Drew McIntyre?
No, he's best.
How about Sheamus and his boys? The Peaky Blinders ripoffs.
Oh, the Brawling Brutes or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine.
But there you go. That's just a taste of the full roster that they have here for WWE 2K23. Plus, we have War Games.
Why can't they just do what Smash Bros. Did and just be like, yeah, everyone is here?
Because, you know, you gotta have War Games.
Obviously, War Games. This is the first time War Games is in a WWE game, isn't it?
You're right, it is. You also get the Showcase mode, where instead of playing as John Cena, you get to play as those who were able to beat John Cena.
Nice.
And of course, you know, there's Universe mode, which, you know, Hi, Universe Mode.
Do they have any updates to Universe Mode?
I'm glad you asked. You can now choose what cutscenes happen on your shows.
Really interesting. Is that the only thing? Because that's what it sounds like.
That's the newest thing that has been added to that. The overhaul, however, has been to My Faction.
Oh?
My Faction has been the biggest overhaul they've done, along with My Rise this year. We're now in My Faction. It's literally just Mutt, Diamond Dynasty, My Team, take your pick.
Oh, like in the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
You collect the cards and you get to play against others online.
Oh, so it's just like what Madden Ultimate Team and all that does.
Yeah. But My Rise is back, and it's, according to what they've been saying, completely different from last year's My Rise. And also the custom characters this year look as good as the superstars that are in the base game, because they did a whole bunch of new scans.
Cannot wait to see what abomination people come up with these creative characters.
It's going to be terrible. Also, now in My GM mode...
It's going to be amazing. You remember like when Achievement Hunter did all their stuff back in the day?
Yes, I do. The Yargarita. The Yargarita will live on in my head forever. Also, in My GM mode, you have more GMs to choose from. And Tommy, you can have up to 4 players over multiple seasons in GM mode now.
Really?
So you know what I hear when I see that, right?
Yeah, I already know.
It's gonna happen. Me versus you versus Ben.
It's going to be interesting.
But Tommy, your thoughts on all of this?
Seems like there's been a lot of quality of life improvements, it looks like.
And the graphics and such, yeah.
Obviously, other than the graphics and all that.
The thing is, 2K22, massive goddamn improvement from 2K20, which isn't really saying much, but it took the right steps in the right direction. It took the correct steps in the right direction. And from what it sounds like, 2K23 is building upon that and trying to improve upon it greatly with the Creation Suite and everything else.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just they're listening to what the fans had to say.
Well, I mean, except for special guest referee, but whatever. Baby steps, baby steps.
Look, baby, yeah, I was going to say, baby steps, people, baby steps.
Baby steps. Inferno match, casket match, buried alive, Bring those back. Please. Please. Dusty Rhodes is a playable character.
I add him as DLC, who knows?
Dusty Rhodes is a playable character.
Who knows? Maybe they might add those as DLC. You'll never know.
Steve Corino as well.
Steve Corino.
Base God Steve Corino.
I don't respect you at all, Steve.
But yeah, that's your 2K23 update. That's the main reason I'm here. And also to promote HCW.
So, speaking of 2K23, which version are you going to pre-order, my friend?
Oh, the Icon version's already been pre-ordered, so I get to have it 3 days in advance. I swear to God, we're not promoted. We're not sponsored by WWE 2K23. I swear to God, we're not. Tell me, which one are you buying?
I don't know.
Well, I know, given what you like and such.
Usually games like these aren't my cup of tea. But I don't know. I might buy the standard edition. Just Who knows? Oh, damn it! Hello?
Hello?
What do you mean, say it?
Come on.
What do you mean?
What was posted there in chat?
Hold on. Why won't it pull up? Hold on, give me a second. My Discord's being weird.
Hello?
Alright, let's see.
So tell me, which version are you gonna buy?
Maybe the deluxe edition, I don't know. I get, plays Bad Bunny. I get a My Faction card that's Ruby, I guess. I don't know. I don't play these games, so I don't know the language.
Do you also get the season pass with the 5 DLC that come out with it?
Yes, I do, actually. I also get a My Rise Mega Boost, a Supercharger. I get one Ruby John Cena My Faction Evo card. I get an Emerald Bianca Belair My Faction card. I get a Gold Asuka My Faction card, a Gold Edge My Faction card, and 3 times Basic Premium Launch My Faction packs.
Man, that sounds like a great deal. With my
Sounds awesome.
With my Icon edition that I get all that, plus Ruthless Aggression content of the playable John Cena prototype, a prototype My Faction card, Leviathan, throwback Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar, John Cena's Legacy Championship belt, and the WrestleMania 22 attires and arena, along with an Emerald Paul Heyman, and 3 more deluxe premium My Faction cards.
Wow! We might as well just be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends at this point.
No. Speaking of Raid Shadow Legends, there's a Raid Shadow Legends character in 2K23 and Ronda Rousey.
Now that's funny. That's funny.
I figured you'd get a chuckle out of that one.
That's funny. Is Shayna Baszler? I mean, you also forgot Shayna Baszler as well.
Oh yeah, she's in there. Sonya Deville, she's in it.
Sonya Deville. No Mandy Rose though.
Sorry, Tommy.
Nah, that's fine.
You can't have Mandy as your manager.
Obviously, I can't because she's been making porn now. I guess.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Just gonna drop that right there, huh?
Am I wrong?
No, I guess. I don't know. That's more your thing to break down.
I don't really talk about that.
Okay. Anyway, you got anything else, Tommy?
No, I got anything else. I'll go ahead and wrap this out. Thank you for listening to another episode of We Are Not Entertained. Mr. Gordon, where can you be found on the socials?
I can be found at Brock Gordon 99. The B and the G are capitalized.
Indeed they are. I can also be found on Twitter at dude_rex14. Brock, where can you find the official B Card Entertainment Twitter?
B_card ENT. The B, the C, and the E are all capitalized.
Nice. I'm not sure you have to go harmonizing all that. But other than that, that's going to do it for this edition of We Are Not Entertained. I've been Tommy Haley. I was about to say I've been Brock Gordon for some reason. I don't know why. But I've been Tommy Haley. Thank you, Mr. Gordon, for joining me. And, see you all later. Make sure you all drink water. Bye.
Go watch HCW's Lost episode.
Go watch the B movie on Twitter. I just retweeted it on my Twitter page.
No, watch HCW.
And then watch B movie.
Or more HCW. There's like 19. There's like 40 episodes up on our YouTube account, on our YouTube channel.
Or Monsters vs. Aliens on Netflix.
No, watch HCW. Let your life be consumed by HCW and only HCW.
Oh, okay, alright, okay, fine, whatever. Go watch all that. Bye.